So we learned about function definitions and how they can make life easier so that you don't have to write as many lines of code as you would have if you did not have the function definition. Now I want to talk about arguments. Okay, and arguments are a way that you can pass information into a function definition. So these function definitions here, when we call them, right, we call greater, it just jumps up to line 1 and it runs this program. Greater doesn't take in any information, right? So when we call greater here, we don't give it any information. But what about if we had a function definition called convert hour to minutes? Now, when I run convert hour to minutes, what I want to do is give it the number of hours, and I want it to tell me or print out the number of minutes that equals. So how can I do that? Well, I can set up an argument. Okay, so I'm going to put here I am passing in an argument. Okay, and how do I do that? Inside the parentheses, I can put a number like 5. Now, when I go to define my function definition, I'm going to say definition convert hour minute. I need to set up the parameter. So I'm going to put here I receive the argument as a parameter. Now the parameter is in the parentheses as well, and I'm going to call it hour. Okay, so inside of my function definition, I'm going to create a minutes variable, and I'm going to say minutes is equal to hour times 60. And then I'm going to print out, let's see, hour plus hour in is min plus number is minutes, period. Okay, and to use string concatenation, remember we need to convert our numbers into strings. So I'm going to convert the number of minutes into strings there, and I'm going to convert the number of hours into a string because both of those contain a number. So let's go ahead and run through this program. We run it. It goes to line 1, but here's a comment, so it ignores it. It goes to line 2. Hey, here's a function definition, so the interpreter ignores this block of code here. Goes to line 6, there's nothing there. Goes to line 7, there's a comment which is ignored. Goes to line 8. On line 8, we have our function call. So it's going to jump up to line 2, but notice here in the function call we're passing in an argument. We're passing in the number 5. So it jumps up to line number 2. On line number 2, we have a parameter for the function definition convert hour minutes. And what is a parameter? A parameter is a variable that the function definition creates so that it can receive the parameter. Receive the argument. Okay, so when it goes from line 8 and jumps up to line 2, hour is a variable that can be used here, and hour is going to be equal to the number 5. Okay, so it jumps up, hour is equal to 5. It goes to line 3. Of course, with the equal sign, it calculates the expression on the right side first. So it calculates this, which is going to be hour times 60. And what is hour? Well, hour is equal to 5 because that's what we passed in here. So hour is equal to 5. So it does 5 times 60, that's 300. Minutes is equal to 300. And then it goes ahead and prints out 5 hours. Well, maybe I could put hours like that. Is 300 minutes. So let's go ahead and run the program and see if it works. 5, that doesn't look right. 5 hours is equal to 300 minutes. Run that. Right. So that's what we get here at the bottom. And that's an example of passing in an argument to a function definition, receiving it as a parameter, and then using that parameter to perform a certain job. And of course, it doesn't have to be the number 5. What we can do here is we could say hour is equal to input. And then in the input, I could say enter the number of hours you want to convert, like that. And now, oh, I'm sorry. And then here, instead of saying 5, I could say hour, right? Or I could change this to just h. Okay. So the point here is that this variable name does not have to be the same variable name up here. Okay. So when it runs the program, it reads in how many hours they want to convert right here. So I enter 5. H is equal to 5. Then it goes to run convert hour to minute, and it passes the value that's inside the variable h. So it passes the 5. It jumps up to line 2, and now hour is equal to 5. Okay, and it does the same thing. So let's come here, I put 5 and I hit enter, and it's equal to 300 minutes. I can enter in 2, it's equal to 120 minutes. And we can enter in 9, and it's equal to 540 minutes. So now we have a program that converts hour into minutes, and it does it using an argument and a parameter.